It might help to turn that on.
Maybe.
I don't think we were coming through.
Well, let's check now. Another turning point, Mark sticking around. Okay. Good. Hey, that's 4:30. Time to play the intro song.
This is an intro song.
This is an intro. This is an intro. This is an intro.
Intro.
This is an intro.
It's intro.
This is an intro. This is an intro. This is an intro.
Hello.
And that's what I've learned on guitar. In the time I've taken zero anything, I need to wait for my next paycheck to actually start lessons. Not the point. The point is,
Hello.
hello. Is it me you're looking for? I knew they'd get you in frame. Yeah, we are
Here.
Yeah. Well, okay, so all I'm saying is I have one of my contacts working on an intro. But that doesn't mean I couldn't get started on an intro. So, yeah. Welcome to the live stream. We'll be here for about a half hour, maybe an hour. Somewhere in between those parameters. And we're just talking about how February went. So
It actually came by and went pretty quick.
very quickly.
I was surprised.
It does help that it is
The shortest month of the year.
Yeah.
Uh.
But yeah. So I would say that I made a video about hitting that burnout. And there's no denying that that's not something that you just say, okay, I'm done with burnout. But I do believe that you have been just a smidge more active on uploads and stuff. And I feel like that's a good counterbalance. Like, I know that I can reliably say, like, hey, I have not a lot of gas in the tank. You want to get this one?
Sure.
And he got it. So,
yeah.
That's why we sing the teamwork song.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Okay.
All right.
No. I'm only going to do that bit several hundred more times during this live stream. But aside from burnout,
why not burn in?
I haven't ever considered that.
I know, me neither.
I will now burn in. And then I would edit in like me, like fire coming out of my eyes and like dying. Oh.
I would edit just, everything is fine.
Yeah. Okay. As far as videos that have come up, I honestly think that the videos that have come up were either hit or miss. I had a lot of misses, but I had a lot of hits too. I think January was like a smooth upward, kind of up and down chart. This was either like, hey, that's a good one, or 2 or 3 in a row, and then 2 or 3 in a row. But let's talk about the one that I know you spent the most time on.
RPGs.
Yeah, obviously, rocket propelled grenades.
Gotcha.
That one that we filmed on the couch.
Yeah, that was the one that I
he took
the
months
most
on that one. Honestly,
Punk.
Hello, Punk singular.
I don't know what to talk about with it. We still
walk us through the process. Like, I mean, not super elaborately if you don't want, but like genuinely, if I may frame the conversation for you.
Sure.
Like he spent about a month. Is that about right?
More than I
Yeah.
think, actually.
Okay.
Like a month and a half.
On that, and just on the different details, finding, and at a certain point making, or at least trying to make like the ship.
So I
that?
found a 3D model for the ship, but I had to find a program that could like ingest it because I didn't have a program at the time to ingest it and then make it do stuff like it did, where it does that whole sequence where it comes in and it goes. And that's all I wanted. Well, if I could get it to turn, I could just zoom it down in another program, or not zoom it down, but you know what I mean.
I do.
But yeah, that was a pain in the ass in itself. The green screen was a pain in the butt, but it's because we're still new to it, and I'm finding irritation with it because it's like, oh, I finally got that one to work. Let me try and do something new just for, BS wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even get like BS stuff to look good. But I've gotten old stuff to look good. Like I redid the macaroni one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a really good, just like, hey, Burnout, can you just upload? And then it's literal macaroni Burnout. But yeah, no. So like so you setting that up all so that I can just like brag about myself.
Yeah, do it.
Because making those happen, but like, thank you. Making those happen, but like
every day,
basically daily, is admittedly why I've learned to lean out of special effects. Like when I first started, I was just like, oh man, get a green screen, do some cool ones, and I still like, hey, what up?
What's up?
I still like to mess around with green screen stuff. But I've learned that from a practical point of view, I can save literal days not involving a green screen.
Yep.
And that's a lesson learned. And we have our first guest caller, my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Everybody, chat, say hi to Mom.
Take over.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Sounds good.
So anyway, another one that I think I got to put out within the same day.
I am at my house. We're actually doing our end of the month live stream right now.
Super liked was the classes and how they handle their spells.
Hi.
How they handle their spells.
So
yeah. I do like the quicker, fast edit stuff, but I still want to play around with the green screen more. Was all I was going to say. But at this point, I'm kind of out of ideas, so I'm just kind of looking at what we got written down between the two of us and seeing what we can do quickly. But once the next big thing idea kind of thing hits.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye.
Once the next big idea thing kind of hits, I'd like to do it.
I missed what you said because I was talking to my mom.
No, it's okay, and I'm pretty sure they kind of were because we were talking over each other.
Yeah. So what's the TLDR version?
TLDR, I'm out of ideas. So
you can't be out of ideas.
I'm out of ideas. So we're going based off of between what we have written down already, but also what you want to do as far as daily stuff goes.
Oh yeah. Well,
and then when the next big thing hits, I do want to do it.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck it is.
No, we had talked about another thing too. Is y'all ever watch The Office? There's that one point where they're just like, okay, you handle the day to day, you handle the big picture stuff. We kind of, I'm day to day. He's like, when we have like a super epic mega movie thing going on, that's when like he's in charge of the long term. So isn't it crazy how having a team of people makes the workload less.
More hands make less work. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know, right?
It is wheeled.
Just curious, is there like background noise coming in? Because if so, I can fix that. But if it's not a problem, I won't worry about it. Also, if you saw last night's upload, I finally finished the Quesadilla D20 idea.
How was that for you?
That one took me quite a while, and it's mostly because totally fair. It's mostly because I was sitting looking at like a combined close to an hour and a half of footage, and I let myself get daunted and intimidated by it. I also, again, the whole burnout thing, but with the power of just sitting down and doing it. It also helps that on weekends, I don't like come home from work and go, on weekends, I can actually get stuff done. So yeah. It's just a good reminder that once this year is up, I'm still going to upload content, or at least I plan to. I mean, who knows what could happen, but theoretically, I'm still going to upload content, but I will be uploading not daily, but 2 to 3 times a week, I think. So I can really focus on quality over quantity. Yeah. Let's see, what else to cover? Favorite video that we did. I mean, this month.
That's kind of hard to choose from because I think we had some really big hits.
That's fair. Also, feel free to let us know in the comments
your favorite,
what you liked about me and us, but me.
Yeah, also. Him. Only him. No, only him.
Just, help my ego grow.
My favorite was a lame cop out. I'm just kidding. I like the idea of a noble sacrifice.
Yeah, of all time.
I can't wait until we can actually get to it. Oh, hey. Yeah, there you go. There. What's up, Flash?
There. Now we have. Did y'all know that I have so much hidden potential?
I know exactly what my favorite one was.
Oh, what's your favorite one?
Cheeseburger.
Oh, cheeseburger?
Yeah, cheeseburger.
Okay, so the story of the cheeseburger.
There were so many good ones, but cheeseburger is easily my favorite because of, I mean, we still got copyright claimed or whatever. But,
okay, that's true.
But.
Oh, no, you're good. Like, I appreciate it. Just stop by. Just come hang out. We're just going to be on for another, like, maybe half hour, 15 minutes, hour, sometime around then. Really just talking. This is not a secret plan for me to get more watch time because I've learned that these live streams are excellent for watch time or anything. Staff. I am.
There you go. Okay, cool.
It means it's canon. That's actually really, really good logic there. Dang. It makes it more real. The more lawyers that are out to get us means we're doing something right. Chaotic goodbye. Okay.
Did you say that you're planning on?
Oh, yeah. Still, topic at hand. Borger video. I feel like it's important to share that video happened as a, it's like 8 or 9 o'clock. Like, we need to make something happen. And I was just like, you know what? I wanted to cook anyway. I wanted to make food. Here, hold this camera. And that's pretty much how that happens.
That's how a lot of them happen.
Okay.
More often than not.
Well, I would say statistically not more often than not, but more than you'd think.
More than I'm comfortable with.
That's fair. But yeah. So
also, yeah, Aaron, favorite video of all time. Oh, you're asking us. Because what's your favorite video of all time? Unless you're asking us.
So for context for Borger, for me, out of this month, if I had to be a nice, generous, handsome man, I would say Thor: Love and Thunder, because I know how much heart and soul went into that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm none of those things except handsome. So, thank you. I would probably pick. Man, it's hard because I'm trying to not cross from January into February
because it just kind of flew in there, floated in
Oh,
there.
this whole month went by quite quickly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna go videos. We're gonna go. Quesadilla was fun.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Unless there's a really good reason to do something like quesadilla again, I kind of don't want to do quesadilla again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I hate to say it, but it ended up being kind of gross for me, and I think it ended up being super gross for you.
Yeah.
In retrospective.
I mean, it was not. I didn't lie in that video, but the more I ate that masterpiece of quesadilla, the worse it tasted. But that's okay.
Like something in concept that sounds great, like on paper even, and then you put it into practice, and you're just like, man, I'm really not feeling it,
Okay,
Mr.
I'd say
Krabs.
The runner-up, just for sheer title alone, was unboxing, boxing, unboxing video.
Okay, and the way it functioned was pretty neat too.
Yeah, no,
Actually,
and anytime I get to play around with like Reverso.
Yeah.
Cameo and Marvel win. I'm thinking near the end of the year when I can free up some time on my schedule, make them work for me. That video was blurst. Thank you.
Blurst.
Thank you. Blurst, I would like to say, is something that I would love to be a descriptor for more of our content.
Okay, bet.
I also, again,
know what?
The best one, but a good one. What's up?
One of the best ones was the anime fight.
That was this month, wasn't it?
Yeah. I just remembered that.
Okay, no, easy. Yeah, what anime where the protagonist only fights 1 versus 1. Yeah. Best video, favorite video. Yeah. That is number 1. That was one of the first ones of the month too.
Yeah, it was.
It was all downhill from there. No, but the other one was that I liked, but I wouldn't say top. Was knocking someone out in movies versus real life. That one was just fun to record, and you couldn't see it, and I was a little sad about it. But I put ketchup all over my back of my head to make it look like the back of my head was just exploded in.
If I could go back and change one thing with that or add one thing to that, I would have put the sneaking sound effect from the Wolf Sheep show game.
Oh yeah, the ding 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 ding. Yeah. Wait, hold on. No, there's no way. Maybe. I have so much hidden potential. That's as close as we're gonna get today, folks.
Oh, that's fine.
But the thing about hidden potential is we're only on season 2, and I'm not gonna unlock my full potential until late season 9. I'm thinking.
Same.
And then I'm just gonna run into someone stronger by any measure than I am at this, and so then I'm gonna have to find a mentor figure and learn from them, but they're gonna die tragically saving me so that I can pass on their legacy. And then I'm going to have grown stronger and have the power of friendship and sacrifice inside my heart, and go on to inspire other people to live with music in their heart and soul as well. On that note,
you can't die if you're already a bone man.
Fair. Much appreciated, both Vanessa and Rel.
Hell yeah.
I'm not even joking when I say that's the sort of thing that keeps me in the game, is knowing that it has a little bit of impact on people and just enough to get them going.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And yeah. This is just his meat suit he puts on for camera.
I don't want to freak you guys out.
That's fair. Thank you, Flash.
You know that music thing is actually almost like a video idea, right?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Write it down.
Just like, well, he got stabbed through with a guitar.
Okay, but legit, we could just like you just turn that way and just.
Oh, my one weakness. Remember me.
Squirts from off camera. Oh man.
Feel the power of the music, I tell you.
Okay, but literally feel it, because like this would be like stabbed in you, and then these would be vibrating against your organs. Not a good time, unless it is.
I mean, maybe you're about that.
Yeah.
Life.
I feel like we had a train of thought. Looks like all going according to plan. Looks like they're gonna have to bury you under mud and guitar.
I'll see myself out.
We'll have to put you 6 strings under.
Okay, now
I'll acoustic this through your heart.
Now I'm really gone.
Appreciate the inspiration. You know, Flash, you're a pun meme inspiration to me. Like, I just want you to know. Much obliged. I need a cowboy hat now. Well, we'll get there. That'll be like season 4.
Season 4.
Which will be my birthday season, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like he couldn't handle the puns. No, that's fair. Not everyone's as strong as us, Flash. All right. So we covered our favorites.
We did cover our favorites.
What was that train of thought we had going? About I mean, okay, learning this.
Yeah.
We covered that. I think we're willing to open it up to the audience. Either feel free to ask us a question. Otherwise, give us a number between 1 and 6. And I think this sheet of paper has the secrets.
And you can state your favorite video if you have one.
Mind if I?
Yeah.
Yes. Gotta find it. Good thing you have a phone case.
It's your computer. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, well, thank you.
I was just going to go.
Okay. Maybe a number between 1 and 4, but still. Let's see. Okay. If you let's see.
No, we haven't done YouTube before.
I
haven't done YouTube before. Hi.
Thank you.
Thanks. Let's see. A video a day? I don't know. It was a weird.
Yeah. Okay. So I've done a little bit of YouTube in the past, but I only last a few months before I kind of quit. But the whole video a day thing was to keep me honest, because Unis Honest, which does tie into it, because of the channel Unis Honest, which we occasionally reference. They did daily uploads. Granted, they had a team of 5 or 6 people, but they still did daily uploads. We
thought that was a neat idea.
No, legit. So between them, kind of the inspiration from them, and the keeping me honest, because if I don't have a strict schedule to keep myself to and people to hold me accountable, I tend to just taper off on things. So also I figured legit, even though most places recommend not uploading that much, but focus on quality, I figured let's throw what we can at the wall. Let's push ourselves to get stuff done, and things will actually get done, instead of just saying, oh, well, I'm going to, for example, if I say I'm going to do 2 uploads a week, me being me, that means I'm going to rush to do it Thursday and Friday, Exactly. YouTube can't stop all the videos.
Can't copyright them all. Not manually, anyway.
But okay, so from the beginning,
from the top.
There once was a man from Nantucket. The end.
We told his friends to.
Basically just talked about the videos that we've put up so far and the ones we liked.
We picked our favorites. I think I said Borger was mine.
Borger was yours.
You said
the anime fight
was yours.
Was mine. Just wait till you tell you do
it. Yeah, there you go.
No, legit. I mean,
fair enough.
And the more videos that we just sort of put out into the YouTube aether, the more chance that one of them is just gonna catch on. So, granted, it's gonna be one of those like, this is a cop-out video, Palchemy Vlog 3, that is just like, why is this in my feed?
Right.
Maybe that's the downside of uploading just daily, even if I don't have anything to say that day. Yeah, we did address that, and I'm waiting for my next paycheck to come in, and then I'm going to get a Skillshare account to focus on just learning just a little bit more of the basics on guitar and maybe a few other things from that site. So, and I think he's kind of thinking about that too.
I am thinking about it.
Technically, this is his.
So to kind of double back on what you were saying, also we can figure out how to do stuff a little bit quicker, and it's an excuse to play with our editing software a little more.
Practice. It's great for practice.
Really great practice. So even if this ends up being a poopy channel and really not really a whole lot or whatever.
Well, it will be with that attitude.
Well, even if it ends up being something like that, where a lot of the videos don't end up being whatever, we still have like some gems among it. 1 and 2, we learned how to do the stuff that we did for those gems, so we can just do them again, but better and better quality with more time.
And like long term, like thinking like, maybe December or so, I want to try and remake some of the earlier ones with more knowledge and skill. But I like to think of it personally, instead of, a few gems amongst many turds, but it's a few turds amongst a treasure trove of gems. Oh no. Remind me later. Y'all ever just?
Yeah, every day.
Tenacious P tribute video.
Tenacious P.
You, sir. I do think this has been the best month so far. I like, compared to previous months though, I think it's been very erratic,
up
like
and
really
down.
good and really, really good, really good. Whereas before it was kind of like, I'm improving.
I will say one thing though, our back and forth is always great. And I think that even though I wasn't a fan, I'm still not necessarily a fan of the Quesadilla one. And doing it like that, I do think we had really great back and forth.
Oh yeah, anytime we can get both of us
to just bullshit for no reason.
Well, and so I mentioned this last time.
Cursed a lot in the last one, and I'm yeah.
That's okay. No, legit. But, I mean, if I had to put my say on that, my main issue with it is not ethical, but monetary, because I mean, that is the kind of stuff that will get videos demonetized.
Yeah.
And so if we can taper it off in the long run,
if we can,
all the better.
If we can taper it off in the long run, we can taper it off in the long run. But I do think that anytime we can get ourselves going back and forth and talking to each other and actually having a whole conversation and like relaxed conversation, not where I'm like, trying to think of something interesting to say.
Not where I come on scene and like snipe you, like, okay, camera's on. Yeah. What's your favorite breakfast food? What's your favorite breakfast food? We need answers. We need answers.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
The funny thing about what I just did is the camera was 2 feet away from me, and I still opted for the can the camera, if you will.
The camera.
So if you needed to know anything about my personality, that's something. But yeah, videos that aren't like pre-planned skits, but just us doing something. Like, it's not limited to the Casa D20 experiment.
Right.
Though the next one, if we should it come to it, will be a casserole D20.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
So maybe a Casa reroll D20 and take the better number, something like that, right?
I kind of like that, actually.
Casa reroll.
Casa reroll.
Casa de Casa reroll. Welcome. That's going to be my hotel business. You're going to have to come in, roll a dice to see what kind of room you get. It's a flat fee. Like, you come in and it's like, $50 to $100 a month. The more between 50 and 100 you pay in tiers of like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 will give you a bonus to your roll. That's how it'll work. But you roll your dice, and if you roll low, you get like first floor like meh rooms. The higher you roll, the higher up in the building you get to go into. And also they have good casseroles that they serve for every meal.
I like it.
Casa de Casserola D20.
Casa de Casa D.
Patent pending.
Is it really though?
No, God.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell them.
Oh, shit. So actually, I was thinking about this month, and I think we have a bunch of stuff that we can just like clip out and reuse later.
Yes, the meme files.
I think we're gonna, yeah, and just insert them later again.
Yeah,
in different places.
There's a few things that
my favorite one currently is the pizza sauce.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Basically, we were just, as we watch the videos, because why wouldn't we watch our own videos? Always make content that you would watch, kids.
Actually, yeah.
And adults.
Yeah, actually make content that you would be, you would want to click on /watch. That's literally the biggest thing.
I would say my biggest recommendation is learning music.
That too.
Not learning music like this, but adding music and knowing what kind of music. It can turn discombobulate.
Yeah, got discombobulated.
Yeah, we do got a pretty good one coming up involving a special guest appearance from Rel Ronan again. So that'll be fun. Let's see.
Really like the tortilla one. Perhaps a little shorter would be good. Direction, more editing out of some of the. Yeah, and it was. One thing about adding the clause of like, hey, here's these random mystery ingredients is it feels cheap to like I want to include every bit that has random mystery ingredients in it. Because if you don't show us putting it in there, how do you know we put it in there?
Right.
But we could make those shorter, I guess, and just be like, here it is.
I could make those shorter. No, we were gonna split those up next time. But
well, if you don't want to split it up, you can keep doing it.
I didn't want to split that one up, but that's because I had some ideas.
Fair enough.
And that is one thing about me is learning to play nice with others and share.
Fair enough. Oh, okay. See you later, Flash.
Yeah, no. Tune in at the end of March to
see that one's stream.
Yeah, much obliged.
Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure to have you here.
You were saying something else before you got discombobulated.
About the discombobulate video, right? Before that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was I saying before that?
I know, right?
Yeah. Too discombobulated.
We were talking music and where to put it.
Oh yeah, just learning what background music to put in different scenes. Like that music ties a scene together and can change the entire just a way you interpret a scene. If you have someone walking through a door and saying, come with me if you want to live, and you put creepy music to it, it's just like, oh, that person is the bad guy coming in to do stuff. If you put heroic music to it, oh, well, that's the hero, you know.
If you put goofy whatever music, it's like, oh, they're gonna go do something.
They're gonna go on some wacky escapades. Yeah,
lady skitties. He needed to go. He needed to go. He died young, but he deserved to.
He died for our vids.
He died for our vids. I think it's important to learn sort of how to make some of your own music, even if you can't find it. Because record labels are shit.
No, it's really
Shit tier. Like,
annoying and a pain to have like, oh, cool, I have this idea. I mean, the very first video I put up, I put in the Rocky music because it's a boxing thing. You put in the Rocky music for the boxing thing. This is what you do. And
Rigid Smither.
yes. And then just to be like, hey, music that was included in this. And another thing that's unfortunate with those is basically before I can get monetized, they review how many things like that happen. So they could just say, oh, you had one too many music strikes. Now you can't get monetized until you do better or something like that. You know what I mean?
Or you just drop the music out of it completely.
Maybe. And how they handle it is
Up to
still a
them.
mystery to me.
Yeah.
So, but not the point. Not the point. Not the point. Hey, I'm learning. Yeah. But so
Also, you got to make
future. Sorry.
You got to.
Ditto Jinx. Now you can't talk until I give this to you. I gave it to you.
You got to make sure that your music isn't too loud or too quiet.
Oh,
So
yeah.
was the thing I
Audio
was gonna
levels
say,
are
audio levels a big deal.
janky.
Yeah. I think I do a pretty good job when I handle audio, but
Yeah.
I also think you do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes I catch myself not paying attention to that or making sure that audio is good going out. And so it's like, oh, somewhere in between the video, I have to turn it up.
Yeah.
Or down because So that was another thing. Or like with that last one that I did, I think it was the RPG characters handle their spells.
Yeah.
It was like the cheese slapping was funny, right? And the slap sound was funny. But it kept being louder than you saying healed.
Yeah.
So I had to really take that sucker down.
Mm-hmm.
But not like eliminate it, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah.
So
Well, and
being patient with stuff like that.
yeah. No, and it is a game of patience that we play every time we upload a video. The one that I still have in the chamber that I'm working on might get a little bit of progress on today. Oh no, I
You have two
got
of
to
them,
do the
don't you?
montage for tomorrow.
You do, but do you
Which
want help with some of that maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
So another turning point, a
No.
fork.
That's not what I was going to do.
No. Here, you can have a turn with your own property. What I was going to say is lost to the ages.
You were going to say something about next month's videos.
Next month.
Next time on Palcom.
I think the RPG videos are the funnest and easiest to make. I have another, like, kind of a series idea in mind where it's just two ways that this class handles a problem. And maybe it doesn't always have to be like two ways, Maybe it doesn't always have to be RPG
problem.
classes.
Oh.
But I feel like that's a really good formula for things. So we'll see what comes of that. There's a cool fight video, and if it turns out good, I might try and do, more like that.
Are you going to do your hammer anvil arm
I could.
videos?
I do like the idea of that. I think that is one that will be a non-skit video that might have skits in it. You know what I mean?
To keep it from being boring or whatever.
But so call it something like RPG tactics or something. And for the record, I did not invent that concept. I just discovered it.
Sure.
So I need to credit
the person
that I got the idea from.
Right.
But maybe even just like after I cover those things, just try and find other, just like, make it like tabletop tactics or something, and just cover common things in tabletop games that players do or don't do. It feels like something that could be cool. What's up?
Just the one you showed me the other day. Let me fake my ID really quick.
Oh yeah.
And hold on, it's hard to concentrate. Let me just do it.
Right.
Okay, here it is. Oh yeah, this is not
perfect.
a totally this is a completely acceptable stuff we would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and once we get back into in-person stuff, the ability to steal from my friends the ideas and things that happen in the games, and make videos about those, like that's going to be a big source of inspiration. So just things to look forward to. Still going to do sketch comedy, but we got a couple of just us chillin' ones. We got the one that is basically the AI dungeon E1 that I feel like would be really good for us to just record us playing through it, minimal editing, but just see what sort of wacky situations come up with that. It is the gang. What up, Vintage?
Hey, what's up, Vintage? Where the hell you been, man?
Obviously,
kicking ass,
being cool. And
hell yeah,
stuff.
Hell yeah.
How does it feel to have every day be your birthday?
Right.
That's got to be.
And in a vintage way, almost.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So just plans for next month. Have a few. You can say that again.
Please.
Well, and also the that thing, the being dead, also. But both things.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't laughing about that. I was laughing at the. Sorry.
Oh no, it's good. But welcome aboard. It probably might milk 15 more minutes out of this or so.
You want to, yeah? I don't really have a whole lot else to add.
Don't let them know that. Never show your hand.
Hi, this is my hand.
These are the tactics that I will discuss are not ideal in the tabletop world.
Hi, this is my hand. It's nice to meet you.
So anyway,
you're right.
Heyo,
right,
man. I miss that vintage. That vintage roast, snark. Yeah, but
vintage roast.
That vintage roast. That could be like your arch nemesis, honestly. Like vintage birthday, vintage roast.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to talk about some of the videos that? Fair enough.
Mic drop. Oh no!
It's alliterative, so makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about some of the upcoming videos that we haven't done, but we want to do, as far as idea-wise goes?
Let's make this a cinematic movie trailer style, but you just mean like from the doc, basically?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any that like jump out to you that make you say, "Hey, like this is the month we gotta do it." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, let me I'm gonna do this in a teaser trailer kind of way.
Okay, yeah.
Because we can't never show your hand, man. Come on.
But we do need to go back and do some of those useless superpowers. I think it's been enough.
We have a whole 3+ pages of useless superpowers.
Yeah.
And I feel like now that we've gotten a little bit better at just learning how to film. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the whole setup, stationary, talk to talk. Mm-hmm. But I also think the one where we're basically just
passing the camera back.
Hi, I'm going to read my line. And then I read my line. It basically makes it a little bit more fluid. Mm-hmm. In my experience. Mm-hmm. Okay. Look forward to potential rap battles.
16th century rap battles.
Perhaps. Look forward to
Phenomenon. Phenomenon.
Nasopharyngeal. Epic quest to defeat one of the 4 fundamental forces of the universe. Gravity!
Oh.
I feel like that one might be... Okay, this one I literally just wrote down a name, and we're going to come up with something about that. But Smarmy Von Winky Dink. Get ready for his story.
His backstory.
Spin off make it epic nap battles and just sleep. You, sir, have just contributed to the video a day list.
Yes, you did. In fact, I think that would be a good, just to put it out there.
Epic nap battles of Tylenol. NyQuil.
Hell yeah. I like it. It's just us.
And we could mumble in our sleep, right? Because it's mumble rap.
It could be mumble rap.
It's mumble rap. No,
that's... Yeah, okay, fine. Want some cheese. No, I'm not asking, please.
Yes. We've had this idea for a sensor to basically a PG, a ratings sensor, to just pop up at several different instances during a gritty cop murder mystery video. And it's gonna show a super gory body, and then just, oh, now hold on, there might be kids watching. And this one, this is all I'm gonna say about this one, but actually, one sec, I gotta do this right.
And these are the ones you want to do this month, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't have one that I would use. That's not it. Okay. Well, gonna grab this one. For Frodo.
What?
So look forward to that.
All right.
But yeah, those are just a few ones that we have. We do legitimately actually have a list.
A long ass list.
How many pages is this? I'd ballpark it at 7 to 8 pages.
Should we start linking the list?
God, no. Do not. Yeah, see what you're doing now? Good. See what I'm doing here?
What's that?
Showing my hand. Don't show your hand. This is entertainment.
No, those are paper towels.
Entertaining paper towels. You know why? Because they have no hands to show. So anyway, appreciate y'all coming out. Given that we are Midwesterners, it'll take us about an extra hour to wrap up. But closing thoughts?
Good stream.
No, do the thing where you're long-winded and you keep talking.
Okay, so actually, I'm probably going to be, not probably, I am going to be streaming later on today, Bravely Default 2, if anybody's interested in watching and coming out and saying hello, or not, and just hanging out anyway. Come on and hang out. It should be mostly a good time, I assume. I don't know. That's for you to decide. I'm not going to tell you what kind of time to have, but I'm going to have a good time. So there's that. I'm really looking forward to this next month and helping you edit more stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The more I do it, the more I like it for the most part. Even if my software doesn't always agree with me.
Welcome back for a sec.
I really want to figure out how to make the green screen stuff work, but I'm going to take my time with it.
Yeah.
Something I need from you is the original, like just the recorded, no edit version of Johnny Action Hero, if you can find it sometime.
If it's anywhere that I have, it's on this.
I might bum in and go looking for it to try to remake it, if that's okay.
Cool.
Because the sound is good, but like it's very I'm a ghost in that one. But other than that, let's see. A bunch of free trial things, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, honestly, with Skillshare, it's been on my radar, and admittedly, yeah, there are just like basically latch on to another tuber that's like, hey, sponsored by Skillshare. Use this code, and the first 100 people get a free month or whatever it is. So that's actually not a bad idea. I might try and do that early and see how many times I can just make a new email and then do that again. But yeah, no, like the way you think. Any closing questions or comments from the audience?
That's a good one. I like your idea right there.
Well, thank you. Also, I see the number 3 was brought up earlier.
Oh, it was.
Which could refer to something you've learned, which is the number 3 question.
Something I learned. I learned how to find, they're called MIDI files, and or edit them and make them sound completely different. So that's pretty neat. Getting to play with that was pretty neat. I know one that I learned, and I'm going to be taking this with me. Length of song when you're using it matters. And by that, I mean, if you don't want to get a claim on your shit, short amount of music used. And maybe try to like move the sound around a little bit if you can. Like make it off key if you have to, because it's funnier that way. But because anime outro.
See, the thing that I think I've learned this month is when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk, and when to run. That is to say, I've learned how to gauge my time. And that I can basically say, okay, it is 9 o'clock. I know I won't finish this in time. So instead of just stressing this, I say, hey, you want to record a short one with me?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
And sometimes I'm like, okay, I can try and push through this for another hour and see if I can get this done today. And, you know, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But Yeah. Also, I've learned that filming with 3 people will be. It's nice when we can do that.
The more people
one we
we have
recently recorded.
Yeah.
Had 3 persons. Okay, Tom, Dusk,
Yes.
and Yasuke.
Yes.
All walking into the sunset right now because of this song. Absolutely need to reunite.
Yes,
And
I agree.
when that happens, I am going to steal as much comedy gold from that game as I can.
We should reenact some of that stuff. Absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a valuable skill. Now,
Yeah.
granted, that doesn't mean that I'm going to fold anytime this year. But that also doesn't mean I won't take a week vacation at, the first maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll have to put a lot of stuff in advance for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The burnout thing that had been discussed is still something that exists. But learning how to manage and direct the burn that's still there despite the burn out kind of files under that
Yeah.
fold 'em.
Yeah, it's
The sun is setting actually.
and as we move, it changes the way the camera reflects the light off of us.
Hold on, let's get the ultimate light control.
There you
Actually, the sun's coming in pretty good at a pretty good angle now. This
Yeah.
this should be better for the 30 seconds we're still on. I just did. So we're all set. Sun is the
Okay.
sun is back in the basement.
Here we go. Find a clicking noise real quick.
Click. Click also. Yeah. But I think we've covered all the endpoints. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm glad. I wanted to make this last, if we could, an hour, and I'm glad we did. Y'all, super appreciate you coming out.
I think moving forward, we should make we should watch this back and make a more with notebooks and make a more organized. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I am content. I mean, this is supposed to be freestyle. This is us just genuinely talking with a few talking points listed.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Thank you. But yeah, is this the after the anime song is done and there's the quirky little on the spot skit? Who's on first?
That's all, folks.
Close the stream. That was the perfect thing to end on.